There's a nerve in your body that controls your stress, digestion, heart rate, mood, and immune response. And most people have no idea it exists. It's called the vagus nerve. And when it's not working properly, you feel anxious, exhausted, and disconnected from your body. That's when your gut feels off, your heart races on autopilot, and your mind won't calm down. But here's the breakthrough you've been waiting for. You can activate this nerve intentionally. Neuroscience has proven that stimulating your vagus nerve naturally can shift you from fight or flight into rest and digest mode in minutes. Not hours, not days. I mean minutes. This video explores 7 proven vagus nerve stimulation techniques that you can use anywhere, anytime to calm your nervous system and improve your mental health. Let's get into it, starting with the most powerful technique that costs nothing and takes less than 60 seconds. Technique number 1, the power of deep breathing and vagus nerve activation. The ancient practice of pranayama, yogic breathing, wasn't just spiritual philosophy. Those yogis understood something profound about the vagus nerve and relaxation that modern science is only now confirming. To simplify this concept, your vagus nerve is the longest cranial nerve in your body, running from your brainstem down through your neck, chest, and abdomen. It's the main component of your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your body's natural calming mechanism. When you stimulate your vagus nerve through breathing, you send a direct signal to your brain. We're safe. We can relax now. Modern research confirms that deep breathing and vagus nerve activation are intimately connected. Studies show that slow, diaphragmatic breathing, especially with longer exhales, increases vagal tone, which is essentially how well your vagus nerve functions. Higher vagal tone means better emotional regulation, lower inflammation, and improved heart rate variability. Here's how to stimulate the vagus nerve through breath today. Try the 4-7-8 technique. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts, hold for 7 counts. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 counts. That extended exhale is key. It's when vagus nerve stimulation for anxiety happens most powerfully. Do this for just 5 minutes, and you'll feel your heart rate slow and your mind clear. This practice literally rewires your stress response. You're teaching your nervous system that it can shift gears, that you have control over your internal state. Technique number 2, cold exposure and vagus nerve stimulation. Now this brings us to our next crucial technique, and it might surprise you. Cold exposure and vagus nerve stimulation have an ancient connection that modern biohackers are rediscovering. The Stoics practiced cold water immersion, not just for physical toughness, but because they intuitively understood its effect on mental clarity and emotional resilience. What they didn't know was the mechanism. Cold exposure directly activates the vagus nerve. Research shows that cold exposure and vagus nerve activation trigger what's called the dive reflex, an evolutionary response that slows your heart rate and shifts blood flow to vital organs. This is one of the most powerful natural ways to stimulate vagus nerve activity. Studies on vagus nerve stimulation and neurotransmitters show that cold exposure increases acetylcholine and GABA, both calming neurochemicals. Here's your practical application. Just start simple. Finish your morning shower with 30 seconds of cold water. Focus on your breath. Resist the urge to gasp and panic. Instead, breathe slowly and deeply. This combination of cold and controlled breathing creates a vagus nerve stimulation calming effect that lasts for hours. As you build tolerance, work up to 2 minutes. You can also splash cold water on your face when you're feeling anxious. This triggers the dive reflex instantly. It's like hitting the reset button on your nervous system. Technique number 3. Humming and chanting. Sound creates vibration, and vibration stimulates your vagus nerve. It's that direct. The Dalai Lama has spoken about the power of mantras and vocal meditation. That, in essence, signifies that ancient practices understood what neuroscience is now proving. Your voice is a tool for nervous system regulation. Here's what to do. Hum, sing, chant Om, gargle water. Anything that creates vibration in your throat activates your vagus nerve because the nerve runs right through your vocal cords. It feels silly, doesn't it? But do it anyway. Hum in the car, sing in the shower. The embarrassment fades when you notice how calm you feel afterward. This is one of the simplest ways to activate the vagus nerve, and it's been used in spiritual practices for thousands of years. I hum while cooking, driving, or walking. Nobody notices, but I notice the difference in my anxiety levels. Vocal vibration is vagal activation. Period. Before I proceed, thanks for watching thus far. Most people would rather stay stressed than try techniques that seem unconventional. Technique number 4. social and social bonding. Our fourth method reveals something beautiful. Human connection is itself a form of vagus nerve stimulation. The polyvagal theory, developed by Dr. Stephen Porges, shows that the vagus nerve and social bonding are deeply intertwined. Safe social connection activates the ventral vagal pathway, the most evolved part of your vagus nerve, which promotes feelings of safety, trust, and calm. Studies show that positive social interactions, laughter, and even listening to soothing voices stimulate the vagus nerve more powerfully than many physical techniques. This is why isolation worsens mental health while connection heals it. It's not just psychological, it's physiological. Here's how to harness this. Spend quality time with safe, supportive people. Make eye contact, share genuine laughter, and engage in heartfelt conversation. Even petting an animal activates this pathway. If you're alone, call someone you trust and have a real conversation. Not just texting, but hearing their voice. You're not weak for needing connection. You're human, and your nervous system is designed to heal through relationships. Technique number 5, vagus nerve meditation techniques and sound. Now that you understand the physical methods, let's explore how sound and meditation create profound vagus nerve activation. Tibetan monks have used chanting and singing bowls for centuries, not knowing they were practicing advanced vagus nerve meditation techniques. The vibrations they created literally resonated through the vagus nerve pathway, inducing deep states of calm. Research on vagus nerve stimulation and emotional regulation shows that certain frequencies and vocal practices directly activate the nerve. Humming, singing, and chanting all stimulate the vagus nerve through vibrations in your throat and chest. This is why these practices are used in vagus nerve therapy methods worldwide. Here's your meditation practice. Sit comfortably and place one hand on your chest. Take a deep breath and hum on the exhale. Feel the vibration in your chest and throat. Continue for 5 to 10 minutes. The vibration plus the extended exhale creates double vagus nerve activation. You can also try listening to binaural beats or singing bowl recordings at 528 Hz, called the healing frequency. Let the sound wash over you while practicing slow breathing. This practice bridges the physical and spiritual, showing you that peace isn't something you find, it's something you create. Technique number 6, stimulating the vagus nerve through yoga and movement. But here's where things get really interesting. Contrary to what many people may think, movement isn't just about fitness. Specific forms of movement are powerful vagus nerve exercises that create lasting change in your nervous system. Ancient yoga practitioners designed certain poses specifically to compress and release the vagus nerve pathway, though they described it in different terms, as opening energy channels or releasing prana. Modern science reveals they were literally stimulating the vagus nerve through yoga. Research confirms that yoga, especially poses that involve gentle neck movements, chest opening, and inverted positions, significantly improves vagal tone. Studies on the vagus nerve and mental health show that regular yoga practice reduces anxiety and depression more effectively than many medications, partly through vagus nerve activation. Here's your practice. Try the legs up the wall pose for 5 to 10 minutes. Lie on your back with your legs extended up against a wall, arms relaxed at your sides. This gentle inversion increases blood flow and stimulates the vagus nerve. Also practice gentle neck rolls and cat-cow stretches. These mobilize the vagus nerve pathway through your neck and chest. Add in some gentle twisting poses and forward folds. Each movement becomes a conversation with your nervous system, teaching it flexibility and resilience. Technique number 7, the hidden power of vagus nerve massage, which leads us perfectly into the final method. While most people focus on mental techniques, they miss one of the most direct ways to activate the vagus nerve naturally, which is physical stimulation through massage. Traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic practices have used specific touch points for thousands of years to promote relaxation and healing. Modern anatomy reveals why. Certain areas of your body have dense vagus nerve innervation, meaning the nerve comes close to the surface where you can access it. Studies show that vagus nerve massage, particularly of the neck and ear, increases vagal tone and promotes the vagus nerve and relaxation response. This is why vagus nerve stimulation at home through self-massage is becoming increasingly popular in integrative medicine. Here's how to implement this today. Use your fingers to gently massage the sides of your neck, behind your earlobes, and along your jawline. Apply gentle pressure to the tragus, that small, pointed flap of cartilage in front of your ear canal. Massage in small circles for 2 to 3 minutes on each side. This practice brings you back into your body, shifting from mental stress into physical presence and healing. Conclusion. As we draw the curtain on these vagus nerve stimulation techniques, remember what the ancient Stoics understood. You have more control over your internal state than you think. The vagus nerve and mental health are inseparable. When you strengthen one, you strengthen the other. How to calm the nervous system isn't mysterious. It's practical, accessible, and scientifically proven. If this video gave you practical tools you can use today, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Thank you for watching.